Hey there! Yesterday I made a super duper video on how to paint a white pumpkin and add it to this painting, and when I uploaded everything that I shot before that and after that was there, but not this. So I have to start over again today and we're going to add it to that. So we'll see you in just a few minutes here. Okay, that was quite the screw up yesterday. So today I'm going to add a white pumpkin in here. I'm going to lose all this down in here. No problem. It's okay. So I'm drawing with soft vine charcoal. I'm just going to put a small pumpkin on here, a little white one. Okay, so here comes this. I'm trying to make those ribs show a little better with this pumpkin. We'll see how this works. And here comes the back of the pumpkin. Okay, it'll make sense in a minute. I tapped it on the water, in the water. I'm tapping it off on the paper towel. And I'm going to, you can't ever paint white, just white. So I'm taking some of the burnt sienna. I'm pulling it over here. You never mix in all of this stuff. You always pull your paint off and then you mix something into that. Okay, so I'm going to work out here on the side. I'm trying to get, see, I've got all these values now. So I want this lightest value. And I'm going to this one won't, well, that's not too bad. Not, yeah, I kind of like that dark. I needed that dark. I'm adding some more white over here. Got some. There. Let your brush do the work. Let it make the shape for you. The only one that's going to be straight is this one right here in the center. Everything else is going to be curved. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now we are going to come back over here in the darker area, and we're going to add here comes this guy. Again, this is the only straight one right there. I'm going to add a little blue to that. I want it darker than it is, and now some more burnt sienna. I don't want it black, but I do want it dark. I'm going to add a little bit more of that turquoise deep. That'll darken it up quite a bit. I add this a little bit at a time. Turquoise is one of those paints that like eats everything. Make this curved. I don't like what's going on here, so I'm going to repaint that. Just adding some white over here. Maybe too much white, but we'll see. There we go. We're going to come back in here with a little bit darker. You build up the light colors. There we go. That looks better. Okay, so now we're going to come, I'm going to pinch wipe my brush and take most of that paint off. Now I'm coming back with my dark color, and I'm going to, yeah, add that and that. Oh yeah, I like that a lot better. Now I'm coming back over here. I'm going to make a darker color again. I'm even going to add some green to that. This is going to be the stem. Okay, so the stem is in here. Okay, the stem on this one got covered up by the bird. Okay, so we have our stem is inside there. This makes it look like it's dropping down inside of there. Now I'm going to come back with some of this dark color that I used to create this and maybe put some back here and back here. There we go. Okay, now we're going to add some vines to this one. I'm going to use this green. I'm going to add some yellow to that and maybe even some of the blue. And now I need some white because these are transparent paints for the most part, and the white makes it opaque so you don't see through it. Okay, so where are we going to go with this stem or this vine? We've already got some coming in both directions. Do we want to come up here? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we're going to come up here. I'm on the point edge of that brush. I'm going around there and I'm coming out over here. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm going to add a little more white to make it a little more opaque. And I think I'm going to add some of that turquoise. Turquoise and yellow are the absolute best green. I love it. Okay, I didn't clean my brush out. It's all in there. Okay, so here it comes again. Goes behind, comes out over here. Okay, so now we're going to just very, very light pressure up on the point edge of the brush. Bring it out over here, up here. Still not quite what I'm trying to get. There we go. Okay, so now we've got a leaf. We're going to put a leaf. Push, turn, and lift. Just lift that brush right off. Okay. Push down hard, turn, and lift that brush off. Okay, so now we're going to come over here on the edge and add some white to this green, or yellow to the green. Grammy, you don't know your colors. Okay, I added a little white to make it more opaque. Now I want to maybe highlight that stem a little bit. There we go. Same thing on this one, just come right across the top of it and down into it. Okay, man, I picked up a lot of dark green paint there, didn't I? Okay, so I'm out here on the edge, working again, adding some more light to that. I added some yellow and some white. Now we're going to come here with this. We're on the point edge. Come around and push and then pick it back up. And now that leaf looks like it's turning. Okay, so here we're going to touch very light, push, and pick it back up. And now that leaf is turning, okay? So we have some darker leaves, some lighter leaves. Okay, I have my burnt sienna over here. And I'm going to add some orange to that out here on the edge. I'm not trying to mix this whole thing up. I'm trying to do that. I'm going to add a little white to that to make it, what's my word of the day? Opaque. Okay, so we're going to put some warts on. I'm just on the pointy edge. There we go. It's got some warts on them, just tapped on there. Now I'm going to pick up some, I'm not cleaning that brush or anything. I'm picking up some yellow. I'm out here on the edge. I'm going to add some white to that out on the edge. You see all my values showing up here. More yellow. and more white. Okay, so now I'm going to come in here and add some more warts. Just tapping, just tapping. There we go. Okay, I've cleaned my brush. I'm coming up here on what I painted the pumpkin with. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow to that, a little sunshine to that pumpkin. There. Light's coming from here. You can see it on this side of the pumpkin. Just touch and bring it down. Out here. Okay, you can play with this pumpkin for a long time, and we're going to do a little more playing because after I backed up, I didn't like what I saw. So we're going to come in here and we're going to take it on down this way. I can always put those ribs back in if I choose to. So this side will be lighter, but it won't be as light as that side. I'm just picking up some of this other color that I have here. There we go. I'm not sure what's going to happen back there. Again, I'm picking up some of this. You know, when your paint starts to dry out, you just take your sprayer, give it a little spritz. You just need a little bit of water on there. And I'm just touching my brush in those droplets. There, okay. So let's see what we have here. There we go. I don't like that. Just playing around. This is how you decide what you like. Okay. To me, that looks better. I'm coming back in here with this darker. I'm going to drop it back down in here. Not quite dark enough, so I'm going to add a little bit of the burnt sienna over here. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm wiping off my brush. I'm not rinsing. Now I'm coming back over here with my lightest color. I'm going to put a little bit right in here. Adding some more white to that. And I'm also going to pick up again just a touch of that yellow. Look how much. I barely touched it and I got all that yellow. Okay, so we're going to come in here like this, throw a little sunshine in here. And now picking up some of this dark, trying to find some of those droplets of water that are on my palette to loosen up that right there. Gonna spritz it just a bit. Might be too much, but we'll see. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to, right up on that point edge, pull that back in there. Yep, that looks much better. Point edge, bring it down. Okay, so they don't necessarily meet down at the bottom. Just picking up that paint. Here comes another one in here. Lighter color on that. That lighter pressure makes it look much better. go. Okay, now we've got our pumpkin in there. It looks much better. I could actually put just a touch. I don't know, it just looks not quite right there. There. I like that better. Okay. See how this one's sitting in the grass? This one is on top of the grass. We have to fix that. Okay, so I'm taking the green. I'm going to add some turquoise to it. And now I'm going to add some yellow. I love the turquoise and the yellow. I'm going to add a little white. And now we're going to come in here. Oh, too turquoisey. I'm adding some more yellow to that. And even some more white. It needs to be lighter. There, can you see what's going on here? There we go. Okay. We're just very light pressure. We're gonna seat that pumpkin down in this grass. I can come in here like this and pull it up that way. Just touch and pull, touch and pull. I'm gonna go all the way across so the colors match. We're gonna do a couple of tall ones in here. Okay. Lighten it up a little more even. I'm gonna put, there we go. They have to cross. They can't all go in the same direction. They need to cross each other. Okay, so now I'm gonna make this a little more olive. I'm gonna add some orange to this right in here, and that will bring it into more of an olive color. I'm gonna add a little more green. There we go. Okay. So over here, I've got to add some here. There we go. Now we've added a white pumpkin to this scene here. Look how that's changed that. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you learned a lot.